Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is your yearly reading for 2025. I'm going to start with February because we pretty much missed January, and I'm really sorry about that. But we're going to see how the rest of the year is going to go here. If you do like this type of reading, please like, share, and subscribe. It also helps the reading get out there to more people who may need to see it. So also comment below on any alterations you think I should make, or if there's any more information that you are looking for or certain types of readings. And I could definitely try to fit those in. All right. I will let you know that there are scammers out there. I'm only on YouTube, so you will not find me on any other platform. I will never reach out to you for a reading or anything like that, so please do not be scammed. I have opened up personal readings. If you do want one, the information is in the description box below. So right below the title, you'll see a brief description. Click on the word more, and the description box will have all of the details for you. All right, that being said, I have meditated on your energy. I've been shuffling the cards for ages now. There are things popping out, so they are ready to go here. Wow. Okay, one moment. This is crazy. There is a lot they want to tell you about this year, so it sounds like it's going to be a very exciting year for you. All right, February, you have the Four of Cups. March, you have the Empress. April, you have the Two of Swords. May, you have the Seven of Pentacles. June, you have the Chariot. That's your energy. Every sign so far is getting, I think, their energy in the month of June. July, you have the Four of Swords. August, you have the Eight of Wands. September, you have the Sun. October, you have the Eight of Swords. November, the King of Cups. And December, the Five of Cups. All right. Try to get these here so hopefully you can see them all. And we are going to do some clarifiers here. And I'll explain the year as we clarify. All right. So in February, it looks like we have an offer that we don't want to take. And that is because it's going to accelerate us to the Five of Cups. So going into February, it does appear you're unhappy with something. You're on an emotional level. I don't know if somebody has turned you down, whether it be work or love, but you're dissatisfied with the option that you have. Now, the option that you have is being handed to you divinely. All these other things are being moved out of your way strategically. 2025 is a year of people figuring themselves out and being on the right platform and the right stage for some big finale performance that is coming. I can feel it. It's kind of exciting, kind of nerving, kind of scary all at the same time. But we're being pushed to where we're supposed to be. So you are being given this opportunity, but it's making you sad. You have the two cups right there. You just don't want to take what's being offered. You're not happy with this offer because you want what you want. And you're not being given that right now. You're being given something that you're actually supposed to be in. And now in March, we're going to go to the Empress. And immediately with the Empress, I felt mother energy. So I don't know if, for some of you, you could lose your mother. For others of you, you're going to attach to your mother. And we have the Four of Swords, which is healing. So on this Empress energy, there's a couple different things that I'm feeling from that energy. One is, we're going to stick with the mother energy. Some of you could end up losing your mother. Now, I'm not necessarily saying death, but you could be looking at something such as an illness, like dementia, some type of illness that lays her up, and you are going to have to care for her. You could be very bonded with your mother, and this is hurting you terribly. And it's almost like that feeling of God, why? And being dissatisfied with the answer that you're getting, and having to heal from that in March. The other part is there's some of you that are going to have a spouse or a job that has served you very well, and something's not going to go right, and it's going to break your heart. And you're going to have to keep moving forward, but you're in a healing state from whatever transpired. There is a small amount of you that may suffer a miscarriage. I do not like saying these kind of things. I do not sugarcoat things, though, from life experience and personal readings and following what has transpired in life. The Empress card with the Four of Swords often is a miscarriage. It's an Empress who's nurturing and giving life and is now laid up. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to miscarry, but you could be knee-deep in your pregnancy and have to be bedridden as well. Okay? I don't see the Death card, so that's really good, but I do see the Four of Swords down here again. So there is a healing journey that is going to take place. And it's not necessarily going to be pleasant, but in this case, I do see either you're the Empress or it has to do with a mother figure in your life that is most likely going to be suffering from some type of illness. And this is going to be very sad. Moving into April, we see the Two of Swords, which is having to make a mind over heart decision blindly, just like neither option feels right, but you have to make a choice. And that is clarified with the Seven of Coins. And we're going to see that energy carry over too. So your clarifying energy on your 2 is your 7 of Coins in April. And we go into May, we see the 7 of Coins. So it is carryover energy. You're going to want to just wait and see. Again, this takes me back to the ill mother or somebody who has an illness and or something not working out very well from an authority figure. And let's say, for example, they tell you, okay, this could be with the pregnancy as well, not necessarily a miscarriage, more of a, we're going to make a choice here to maybe go with a medication, bed rest it out, do something against all odds, being very logical and going on blind faith that it's going to work. And taking the medication or applying the therapy or whatever needs to be done and waiting it out to see. So it does show that you're going to follow that energy and then it's going to go right into May. And to clarify that wait in May, see what happens off of that. Forgive me, I'm getting over a cold. Seven of Wands. The double sevens. This is strongly protected by God. It was brought in by God. So whatever is happening here to you or somebody else, whether it be career, love, family, it was destined to happen. There's nothing anybody did wrong. There is nothing you could have done to change the situation. This was meant to be. And we go through these trials and these struggles in life over people we love, things we love, because we have to learn something from it. It's part of a growth experience, whether we like it or not. And we've got two sevens here. The next month we have a seven, which is the Chariot, and we had the seven back there. So God is all over this. May, June, April, May, and June. You are not being left alone. Okay. And then the seventh month of the year in July, we see more healing. So do not feel like you are alone. Those seeds that you've planted, you're waiting. You're being defensive of any actions that might be taken to destroy that. So it's like having a garden and you're growing it so beautifully, but the crows come in and they're eating the seeds and they're doing things, and you put up the scarecrow to be defensive, to say, hey, I'm going to scare them away. And that's basically what you're doing. You're protecting your home, family, job, something. You're a little up in arms about it, but you're going to protect it at all costs. That is the decision you have clearly made back here, to wait and see. And you're still waiting and seeing. And as people go, well, it's kind of like, I hate to say this sounds so gruesome, but it's what came to mind, and Spirit just throws things in there, is somebody's been in a car accident and they're in a coma and they're not coming out, and doctors are saying, hey, it's not going to fare well. You're in that, no, don't unplug them. I want to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. Don't do it. We are going to wait. I don't care what it costs to keep this person alive in a machine. We're going to wait. I don't care that you say they're brain dead. We're going to wait. Being very defensive. In June, however, we see the Chariot, which is full year power, your sign Cancer, and we're seeing a decision is made. Everything's uniform. Everyone is now working together and moving in the same direction, and being a fool. So the Fool clarifies that. And basically you're taking a new journey. This is a path unknown. You've chosen to go down this road. And some people could say you're being a fool, or this could be a new medication that's never been tried before, but you're starting a new journey. The Chariot can represent moving on and past a situation. So it could be that things didn't work out well. Spirit's not telling us that, though. Spirit has apparently decided to keep that private, but somehow you're going to be moving on to a fool's journey here. And forgive me. Wow. Cards are dropping all over here. So give me just a moment to get those. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's move on to the Four of Swords here. feel so somber. I actually feel the sadness. So moving on to the Two of Cups. Normally the Two of Cups is an absolutely wonderful card to have because it's soulmate energy. In this particular case, it's clarifying healing. So there is a broken heart, and this strongly resembles loss. You clearly see the two hands joined. A couple things come out of this. People are going to be there to help you heal. This can sometimes be, I will see this type of scenario when somebody has cancer and they're at the end, and all you can do is hold their hand because you love them so much and they are a huge part of your soul, and you don't want to let them go, so you hold it to the end. So you will heal, but you still don't want to let go. All right, let's go on to August. There's a lot of communication going on, and you have the King of Coins. And with this Eight of Wands. So the King of Coins is somebody in this particular case that handles things like the estate, handles the financial matters. Lots of communication. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody died. It doesn't mean that anything has passed on. It just means that potentially power of attorney is being shifted so financial things can be taken care of. But there's a lot of passionate communication around it. And the King of Coins comes in when it's necessary to start looking at financial matters and moving it to the King of Swords, who handles legal matters. I don't see the King of Swords here yet, so that's why I wouldn't say somebody has passed on yet, or sometimes these kind of events can break relationships apart. And the King of Pentacles can come in with a lot of communication about, okay, we're healing from this Two of Cups and separating. Or through the healing, the Two of Cups can come in as somebody sent to help you heal. And now there's all this communication about joining forces. So it has its good and its bad connotations. And for each of you, it's going to happen in a different way depending on the circumstances that are going on in your life. We do, however, see come into September the Sun. So for a large amount of you, well, it's not a large amount of you. It's going to be a small amount of you where we were talking pregnancy. Oh my word, what is with these cards? And they're coming out just in big bunches though. That's the thing. It's not like, it's like there's a bunch of huge storylines that Spirit wants to get out in these yearlies. And it's like, no, we're not doing it that way. Sorry. Come September, we have the Sun again. So for those of you who were looking at a baby, this would potentially be people who are 3 or 4 months along come March. For some of you, the baby's going to be just fine. Just fine. You will not have a miscarriage. It's going to be a tough rough pregnancy. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be issues with the child when it's born, but the sun comes out and everything is fine. For others of you, once this King of Pentacles does their business, the sun comes out and leaves you back in that Two of Swords energy. There's still decisions that have to be made. But these aren't the super sad decisions of sit around and wait that you had earlier in the year. These are more joyous decisions, but you have to be logical about the direction that you're going to go. And for some of you like babies in a NICU or something like that, there's going to be a lot of decisions that have to be made out of that. It's not just okay, like a normal birth and you just go home with the baby type thing. So, and in those particular cases, that King of Pentacles is coming in to offer financial help in the situation. So that's a beautiful thing. In October, we see the Eight of Swords, which is mental conflict, and we have the Lovers on that. So this is actually beautiful energy as well. So there's going to be a little bit of a conflict, and it's again another decision card. Your year is full of decisions. You have twos all over the place. So if you resonate with the number 2 and the number 7, or you're 27, or you're born on the 27th, or something like that. Normally I don't call out numbers, but it's very important in this reading. There's going to be a new passion ignited. That's going to be confusing in the mess of all of this that has transpired. For some of you, it's going to be a reigniting passion with a lover that you had before all this went down, and now that things are getting better, they're back, and you're like, what? Huh? You want me to just take you back? And you're going to have a decision to make whether you let them back in your life or not. For others of you, you're going to feel conflicted about being passionate during this period of time. No, it's okay. Just release the burdens of what everybody else might say about it and go with what's being brought to you. It's on the wings of a dove. It's beautiful. Embrace it. All right, November, we have the King of Cups with the Empress. So, those of you who might lose a child early in the year, the end of the year is going to bring you something really great, and that's where we see this lovers thing again. You're probably going to find out you're pregnant again. You're going to grow something beautiful. So do not get stuck in that energy. Heal, move on. It's going to be a beautiful thing eventually. It's just going to take some healing time. But the King of Cups is the emotions are stable now. You're basically healed from whatever took place up in here. And if you're taking care of a sick loved one, it's okay to start living your own life. If this is, in regards to a mother figure, as we saw with the Empress way up here and the healing, you are now emotionally stable over that. You've gone through a year of great torment and you've accepted what's going on. In the December, we do have the Five of Cups, which is a great sadness, but you were emotionally stable and holding everything together in November. So let's see what makes you so sad in December. The Three of Coins. Having to work with others. Letting go of what once was and getting back to normal life. So for some of you that are taking care of an ill mother, she could pass in November. You emotionally got it. And there's great sadness about moving on, but you do end up moving towards regular life again, working with others and being very diligent and grounded. All right, let's just get a few clarifiers. This has been a little crazy. So in February, we have keys and a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, one night stands. That's that initial clarifying energy, and from the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups, and we see we end the year with the Five of Cups as well. But there's going to be decisions that have to be made that are putting you in this sad state of the option being presented to you, not something you want to take, and it's making you really, really sad. Sad to let go of everything that could be and having to settle for what is. In March, this Empress and the healing. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. Yeah, that's where we had that healing of potential miscarriage. Finding out things aren't going well in a relationship, a career. With a mother and the illness. Could be breakup of a relationship. All right, let's check out April, where we make this blind faith decision and we just wait and see how it turns out. Cupid 0. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Now, hesitation is the Seven of Pentacles right there. So it's making, not making the decision. It's taking a pause and saying, hey, I believe that love can cure this. And a lot of prayer. I see a lot of prayer happening, but not making a decision. And then in May, we're still waiting on that decision. We're being very defensive against those of us who, or those who come against us based on what we're choosing to do. Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So basically what you're going to be defending is people saying, hey, you know, you're old fashioned. This isn't how things should be done. You're going to be lost in nostalgia. It's going to be a little challenging. I'm going into June, which is your month with the Chariot, and clarified by the Fool, that new path moving forward. Twin flames. Yin yang, Zen balance, union, duality coupling complement each other. And we move right into the Two of Cups. Someone could be coming into your life to help you with all of these decisions, with all of this angst, with all of this pain. And it's somebody who was meant to, because a twin flame is there to teach you something. And they understand what you're going through. So this defensive wall can be brought down. And you can be like, hey, I found someone who gets it. And then moving on to July, where we are healing. And there's this Two of Cups energy. We have girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happy, single, living in the moment, having fun. So this could be also the end of a relationship, end of a job. And this soulmate person comes in, it's probably a twin flame that says, hey, let me help you heal with this. Let me help you get through this. Let's They're gonna pull you out of any kind of hermit energy that you might be in isolation and lost in the moment. For those who had miscarriages, this is also going to be the people that come through to you and help you heal from that so you can get past it and move on in life. It's never easy to let go of our loss. Letting go of loss is one of the hardest things in the world because it's like you're giving up. But you're not. You're taking something from that heartbreak and you're applying it to your life and moving forward and using it to empower you. That is not giving up. August, we have this communication with the King of Pentacles. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want a date. So the King of Pentacles in a lot of cases could be coming through if a relationship has broken down, or this could be a new boss that says, hey, I like you. I want to employ you. A lot of good things then in August coming through all of this heartbreak and sadness and emptiness. And you get to kind of have a little fun. Now I see why the sun is shining here in September because things are looking up. Things are looking good. But we're back to that Two of Swords decision that we were avoiding making earlier in the year. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. So the friendship, the talk, the coming out of your shell, the awakening to reality is going to finally allow you to make that decision that you neglected to make way back there. And going into October with this feeling confined with this lover's energy, addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. So that's a great card on that because that Eight of Swords is like an addictive energy. You can get away from it, but if you feel you need it, you're keeping yourself in that situation. You're not moving out of it. And so you could end up becoming an addict or you could be an addict. It could be this person, this Empress person could be the addict. And part of you is like, listen, I've got to move on from you if you don't heal your addiction. There could be codependency, and I think that's very strong in all of this is that you've been very codependent. You or somebody else, you can always be on the other foot. Codependent throughout the year on somebody else, and that's this lover's energy. Like you're bound and tied to them, and you're not. So then in November, we see the King of Cups, and we're back at that Empress energy. Let's see what happens there. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So, in a love perspective for new love, two ways I'm seeing this. And I'm sorry, I pause when spirit's like throwing little things like don't forget. But The King of Cups is a very emotionally stable person, which I really feel is you because that is Cancer energy, with this Empress being nurturing and the growth. So it looks like you've grown quite a ways at an individual level, and now you are willing to give away the key to your heart. I think if you were involved with someone who was an addict, you're going to be moving past that and letting that go. If this was due to a health situation and losing somebody, or, let's say you had to put mom in a nursing home, because she's got dementia, something like that. It's not that you neglect the parent. I think you're going to be very attached to them because that could be the codependency addiction, that you were so codependent on that parent, and now their mental capacity isn't there for you to relate to them anymore. And that can be very, very sad. And you're kind of letting it go. You're saying, okay, it's time to move on. And that's also in December where we're back to this ultimate sadness from February because we're moving forward, we're working with others, we're accepting fate and destiny as it is. Enlightening, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. So yeah, it's everything is going to come full circle and adapt, and it's going to happen overnight between November and December, where it's like, okay, get out of this. You're going to transform into a different person once you heal from this codependency or this addiction that's there, or vice versa, the other person does. But you are going to work with other people to, and this sometimes can represent therapy. If we do need to talk to a professional about what's going on and how to handle all of this that is going to be thrown at you. It looks like you're going to have relationships breaking up and forming new. You're going to have friendships. You're going to grow from old to new and probably old to young. Feeling a lot more youthful through the course of these events that take place. And these aren't little events, these are big events, these are life altering events that are going to come through this year in your life. But know this, it ends well. Okay? You're not going to go through it alone. You're not going to feel empty and incomplete. You're going to have people that will walk you through this. Okay, and most likely it's people who have had experience with this already. They've had to walk this path. They know what to do. They're going to give you great advice. I see a lot of professionals. I see a financial professional. I see a therapist. I see medical doctors. So I think you're not going to be left alone in having to make certain decisions that are going to be very challenging to make, but you're going to be fine because you come into your own power in June. God is with you. He's with you at the very beginning, telling you what to do. You might fight it a little bit because you don't want to face it, but that's okay. God is aware of that, and He's just going to move you through it when the time is right. So trust that everything is being done for your greater good and you are being protected. So, I just see God embracing you and loving you through it and getting you there. So I don't see anybody giving up. I see a lot of healing this year, but that's good. That is very good. The more we can heal, the more we can grow, and the more we can be empowered by these experiences to help ourselves and to help others. All right, that's what I have for you, Cancer. It looks like it's going to be one heck of a year. I definitely would love your feedback as the year goes, and we'll do some updates. All right. God bless.